In a recent operation, British immigration officials detained 38 Indian nationals, including 9 women, during coordinated raids at 2 factories in the city of Leicester. The charges: overstaying visas and working illegally. Most of those detained had exceeded the terms of their visas. 7 individuals had entered the country unlawfully. 1 person was found working in direct breach of visa conditions. Of those held, 19 were taken into custody pending removal from the UK, while the remaining 20 were ordered to report regularly to the Home Office while their cases are reviewed. A growing crackdown. This is not an isolated incident. In recent years, immigration and police officials across the United Kingdom have stepped up efforts to target foreign nationals who are living or working without legal authorization. For many, the consequences are severe detention, deportation, and the abrupt collapse of dreams that once seemed within reach. The UK, a land of opportunity or a changing reality. For decades, the United Kingdom has represented a land of opportunity for countless Indians, a destination for world-class education, a hub to build successful careers, a place to create a better life. But today that image is shifting. The allure of the UK is increasingly overshadowed by stories of shattered dreams, cancelled visas, and a surge in immigration enforcement. The numbers tell a stark story according to the UK Home Office. The data paints a startling picture. In the year ending June 2025, a staggering 2,715 Indian nationals were detained for breaches of UK immigration law. This marks a 108% increase compared to the previous year. Put simply, the number of Indians detained in the UK has more than doubled in just 12 months. While many are eventually released on bail, the experience of detention, lengthy legal battles, and uncertainty about the future take a serious emotional and financial toll. The bigger picture: Indians remain one of the largest groups of skilled workers and international students in the UK. Yet the rise in detentions, rejections, and restrictions suggests that the welcome mat is being pulled back. The once symbiotic relationship, India supplying talent and the UK offering opportunities, under visible strain. For many, the dream of building a future in Britain is slipping away. Closing thoughts as the UK tightens immigration controls. One question looms large: is the tide turning against Indian nationals seeking opportunities in Britain? For thousands, the dream of the UK is no longer a path to prosperity but a story of broken promises, legal battles, and uncertain futures. Behind the dramatic increase in detentions lies a much broader shift. The United Kingdom is taking a tougher stance on immigration. The message from the top is unmistakable: bring legal migration numbers down. And, increasingly, it is Indian nationals who find themselves caught in the middle of these new policies. This crackdown isn't only about detaining those already in the country, it's about making it harder to enter the UK in the first place. The decline of student visa years. Indian students have been among the largest groups at UK universities, but the trend is now reversing. In the year ending June 2025, the number of study visas granted to Indian students fell by 11%, down to 98,014. Another report shows an even sharper drop, from 159,371 study visas in 2023 to just 92,355. In 2024, a 42% decline. Why the sudden drop? The reasons are clear. New rules, introduced in January 2024, barred most international students from bringing dependents. This hit Indian postgraduate students especially hard, as many travel with their spouses or children. Applications for student-dependent visas have since collapsed by 86%. On top of this, the UK raised financial requirements in January 2025, demanding higher proof of funds for living. Co-students are also facing a 65% hike in the immigration health surcharge, pushing the cost of studying in the UK beyond the reach of many families. Skilled workers also squeezed. It's not just students who are feeling the pressure. Applications for skilled worker visas, a lifeline for Indian professionals, fell from an average of 6,000 per month in 2024 to just 4,900 in July 2025. That's an 18% decline, but the steepest fall has been in the health and care worker visa category. Once a major route for Indians filling shortages in the NHS, applications have collapsed by 93%. From a peak of 18,300 in August 2023, numbers plunged to just 1,300 in July 2025. This collapse directly follows policy changes in spring 2024, which ended overseas recruitment for many care worker roles. The government's position: Home Secretary Yvette Cooper has been clear: we are bringing legal migration back under control. With a 48% reduction in work visas this year, from the government's perspective, this is a success. But for thousands of Indians who had built their futures around these visa routes, it is a story of uncertainty and disappointment. Life in the UK, growing disillusionment for those who are already in Britain. The environment is becoming more difficult. Stricter rules and rising costs have created a sense of frustration and disillusionment. Many Indians in the UK are now rethinking their options, and for a growing number, that means heading back home. This isn't just anecdotal. The numbers confirm the trend. In 2024 alone, a record 58,000 Indians left the UK, making them the largest group of non-EU nationals to emigrate from the country. The once bright dream of settling in Britain is now, for many, fading into uncertainty. Of the 58,000 Indians who left the UK in 2024, a significant portion were students and professionals. Around 37,000 had originally come to study, many attracted by the promise of the post-study work visa. Another 18,000 had come for jobs, filling crucial roles in healthcare, IT, and other skilled sectors. But today, those same students and workers are finding their pathways to long-term settlement blocked. The goalposts have shifted, and for many, leaving seems like the only option. Ripple effects across sectors. This wave of departures is creating knock-on effects. Universities, increasingly reliant on international tuition fees, are under financial strain. Key industries such as healthcare and technology are feeling the pinch as skilled Indian professionals exit the workforce. Where once the UK was seen as a land of limitless opportunity, it is now for some a place of broken promises and uncertainty. A colder welcome. The message reaching India is clear caution. For many families, the dream of a better life in Britain now comes with a risk warning. And with the UK government determined to continue reducing net migration, the strict visa rules are not going away. They may even be tightened further. A relationship at a crossroads. The numbers tell a profound story. Detentions of Indian nationals have doubled. Visa approvals across all major categories have plummeted. Record numbers of Indians are choosing to leave the UK. Together, these shifts point to a long-lasting change in the relationship between Indian migrants and the United Kingdom. The human cost. This is not just about policy, it's about people. Behind the statistics are students who invested their families' savings, professionals who left careers in India for new beginnings, and families whose futures are now clouded with uncertainty. The UK's pursuit of lower immigration numbers is having a deeply personal impact, reshaping lives and dreams in ways that cannot be measured in numbers alone. As Britain reshapes its immigration landscape, the world will be watching closely to see the true cost of this tougher approach. For many Indians, both those already in the UK and those who once dreamed of going there, the question is stark: is the UK dream over? What are your thoughts? Have you or your family been directly affected by these changes? Share your experiences in the comments below. And for more in-depth analysis on issues that matter, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.